We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Set up. 10-2 stop.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 99.
Blue draw corkers. Smoke. Go.
Here's the 2nd and 7.
Check 53. Mike.
Out of the backfield is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult.
Here we go.
Anyone playing the linebacker position, they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat. Oftentimes you widen too much and over.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in.
Yeah.
Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the season. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Baby. Yeah.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
D, we're pretty quiet.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah,
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on. But you have some teams, when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete to Higgins out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They're feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Man, I got you.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively,
56
that
Mike.
usually means you
56
weaken your
Mike.
defense. Now, the offense is doing the dictating. They should have other things open up as well.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
You gonna see me?
A first down carry by Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Oh, boy, I know you felt
Watching
that
that
one.
play unfold
I
and
know
watching
you
him
felt that
complete
one.
it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Mike 9, Mike 9.
From the 17, Prescott. Well, it's caught.
Come on,
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Don't be scared of it.
Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, right? This is naturally set up for running plays.
Let's go, defense.
His ability to throw the football, his accuracy.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
I see you.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I know he ain't got it.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Bring it. Bring it.
A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys have set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were hoping for was the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Mike's 5-4.
Pilot, 64, with big grip, big grip.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Yeah,
Come on,
14 back, but it leads now to a third down. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Orbit.
54 is Mike. 54.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Hit it.
It's going to be a long day.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot,
Last
but
stop.
it's not a very generous
Last
one.
stop.
He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Come on,
They've stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 20-yard line.
There we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
With that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Prescott. That is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Let's go.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
49er
Set.
offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Big Ed,
Then
big
they've
Ed,
got to
big
look
Ed.
at that play sheet
Check your hot read.
and go to a
Switch.
spot that they haven't
Switch.
gone before. Time
Kill,
to shake
kill,
things
kill.
up a little bit to try and get this
Kill,
off.
kill, kill.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
So
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Number 53.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got this. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Let's go.
A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
Down. 15.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
53's the Mike. 50.
Ready.
They'll give it to him.
That's going to be a long
And
day.
he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Baby.
2 straight
Get him,
shots
boy.
on the
Get
ground.
him,
Now
boy.
on 3rd,
60
you go
outlaw.
to the air.
I think
Hey,
the possibility exists,
Hey,
and
let's
if
get
you're
that ball.
doing
Yeah,
it, you're
let's get
probably
that ball
going
right
play
here.
action since you ran it twice.
Let's
But
go,
I
let's
often
go.
think that
Hey,
2nd
we got-
down
look
is
at
the
me.
time you go
Zipper.
play action, throw the ball.
53.
I say
Watch
commit
the
to the
curl,
run
watch the
and
curls.
think about it being
He's coming.
4 down
General
territory.
West.
He's coming. Double up.
Now.
Here's Jones.
Run.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones.
That's what I'm
His
talking
second
about, baby.
touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken
go,
down
boy.
right at the
Let's go.
20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next
Right
drive
there,
by the
right there,
Cowboys
56.
offense.
You,
And following the
you.
interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
go,
you
boys.
are. I
Bring
don't
it
think
up.
that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of
Mike,
it, but you have to be careful about being
Mike,
too
56.
cautious because now you
Go,
can't
go.
run any offense
Check.
at all.
We'll see how they attack it here. Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might pick up another first down with that run.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They don't want it.
Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right because you look a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion with just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Stop me out
well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go!
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go
Coming
now.
up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 54.
Big river.
They'll look to play. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want...
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got 26.
Here's Hunt, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
56. Mike, 56.
We're going to 54. Why ain't it?
Here we go, here we go.
Out of his own zone.
No.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Mike, 50.
Protein spill. Yes.
Watch twist.
Right there.
Shoot.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Jones.
Watch the pass.
Give him 3 on first
Here
down.
we go.
It'll set up
50,
a 2nd and 7.
61.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
Yeah, baby.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second
Come on,
timeout.
set.
As they'll
8-3.
stop the clock with 26 seconds to go
Blue
until
draw
halftime.
Porker.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script the start of half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for first and 10.
Watch the slant.
Now Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Let's go.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And some room to work. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full
Is
strip.
he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as this guy? Report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. Reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49-yard touchdown.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They get to him here in the second half. Now they've got...
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Come on, fellas.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kennedy. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
64.
It's been an easy day for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, baby.
Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about all your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mike's 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
It's Hines. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, we got a steal.
Looking to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a drive. If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Right there, 54
1 quarter remains here on Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but he didn't have the ball, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
25, check 25, check 25.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Baby, let's
Do
go.
my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st.
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Aaron Jones, 53 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here. Obviously, they're looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. I love it. See if they dial it up this drive.
That's it. Big hit.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Mike 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
First down. Wide open receiver complete.
Good work,
13
boys. Let's
yards
go.
and a first down,
Let's
Cowboys.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
It's been a long day for you.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know you feel that.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 31, Prescott. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
56, right there, 56.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On first down, Hines trying to run inside, but nothing
That's where you
there.
belong.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Yeah!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of football here as we get you reset.
Guys, game
And let's see
situation.
what
Let's
they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Niners 46, Cowboys 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the double.
The San Francisco
Check, Mike,
offense
54.
ready to start their
Mike,
next
54.
drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well.
This certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. Right? Sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Right there.
It's caught. Jones.
Let's go, baby.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
15 line.
Why? Get wide.
On second down, it's Jones.
Go, run,
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run forward with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
15 for the Niners there, the first down.
Check. Watch 54.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.